Title: When the Rooster Crowed Too Loud. There once lived a man named Gerald Bavuma, known across the town of Mufindisi Falls, not for kindness or wisdom, but for his pride. Gerald was a self-made businessman who started small, selling spare parts and used tires from a dusty corner stall. But with time, clever deals, and the favor of fortune, he rose to own one of the biggest auto parts chains in the region. But as his pockets grew heavier, so did his head. He no longer walked the dusty streets like everyone else. He drove in a shiny black SUV, honking people out of his way, windows tinted so dark that you couldn't see the monster growing inside. "I am not like them," he would say, flicking away requests for help. His old schoolmates ignored. His struggling cousin called lazy. His aging mother sent her a monthly allowance and told her not to call too often. "Money is time," he often declared, "and I don't have time for nonsense." In board meetings, Gerald was known for belittling his employees. "You think I got here by being nice? This is business, not a charity," he'd bark. When a long-serving accountant tried to advise him on some questionable investments, Gerald scoffed. "You do numbers, I do vision. Stick to your calculator." Soon, whispers began. Suppliers stopped showing up on time. Customers quietly shifted to a rising competitor. But Gerald, wrapped in pride like a thick cloak, noticed nothing. His ego had become his mirror, and it only showed him what he wanted to see. One day, news broke that one of his stores had been caught selling counterfeit parts. A scandal erupted. Journalists came calling. The competitor, a former employee he had fired for lacking ambition, was quick to capitalize, offering discounts, clean branding, and apology letters Gerald refused to write. Instead of addressing the issue, Gerald called a press conference. "People are jealous of my success," he said smugly. "This town needs me more than I need it." That line became his curse. Within 6 months, his accounts were frozen. He tried to sell off property, but word had spread. Gerald's empire was rotting from within. One night, he walked into his favorite restaurant, the same place where he once tipped waiters to escort dirty-looking people out, only to be told they were fully booked. As he walked back to his car, someone shouted from across the street, "How the mighty have fallen!" His driver quit the next day, so did his assistant. The government seized one of his warehouses. Gerald called old friends for help. They didn't answer. The people he had stepped on had no hand to lend him. Eventually, Gerald was forced to move back into the village he came from, where even the children whispered stories about the man who used to own half the city. His mother, frail but kind, welcomed him back without a word. For the first time in years, Gerald had to carry water, tend goats, and wait for his turn at the clinic. One afternoon, while sitting under a mango